Well, what I would just say is the internet space is a very interesting space. The creative world is also a very creative space. And one thing that everybody needs to really, really, really hold on to and never forget is we are all unique in our own ways. So, regardless of what's happening at different points in time, do not get carried away with the noise. Focus, focus. Remember who you are, remember your capacity, your strength, your talent, what you can do, what you can achieve. So, always stay in track because that one thing that you can achieve, it is only you that can achieve it. But if you're not gonna follow that person destiny, but the person will get there before you. So always focus on you, be you, and you will excel.
So the new media has it actually helped your profession?
I would say that we are somewhat the pioneers of the new media. In 2013, which is about 12 years ago now, when I started creating content, well, it wasn't even called content creation at the time. I just knew that I was recording program and I was putting it on YouTube at the time. But give it like 2020, 2021, 22, it had more structure, it became content creation, and it was like that stronghold that broke the barrier to the international scene, which means you create content here and anybody in the entire world can watch your content in Europe, in Asia, in America, in other parts of Africa. So it is that one volume, that one part that we all needed to be able to project who we are, and it came and we are all making good use of it, or at least most of us are making good use of it. And if you are one of those that are not making good use of it, if you're misusing the social space, I would say that you're just throwing money inside water, inside gutter. So really that space that you're using to do nonsense can actually become a lot of things for you.
Check it out, man. Baby, you there. Whenever go temptation, your life. Baby, you there. The man no sleep, they walk all night. But at this time, it's my boy. So my boy turn to Biggie Mouth. So my boy buy Mama house. So my boy drive the Biggie car. Thanks to the road, it's my boy. Baby, you, yes, baby, you.
Once again, and thank you to all our speakers for coming on time. Thank you to our panelists. We're going to get to everything in a minute, but as we are in the wonderful country of Nigeria, we have to start with the national anthem. I know you don't know the lyrics, so they're going to put the lyrics on the screen, and then we can all sing together, right? Great. Shall we start?
Nigerians home and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign in peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you very much, especially for the lyrics on screen. Thank you. Put your hands together for Mr. Dada Olusegun. Please put your hands together for him. He's the special advisor to the president on social media. We're going to get into everything about him, his profile, and what he'll be speaking about shortly. But I'm going to bring up the woman who has brought all of us together today, the person who was audacious enough to start a movement. Please put your hands together for Tosin, or popularly known as Olorisupergal, not Mr. Easy, but please put your hands together for her, because they have the same name. I'm not clapping enough, oh. 10 years, 10 years. Tosin, well done.
Creators, entrepreneurs, journalists, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
to the New Media Conference. It is an honor to gather. All right. Distinguished guests, innovators, creators, entrepreneurs, journalists, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the New Media Conference. It is an honor to gather for this landmark occasion, a decade of disrupting new media, shaping Africa's future. 10 years ago, this conference began with a simple yet powerful vision that new media could be more than just entertainment, that it could change how Africa tells its stories, connect its people, and drives opportunities. Today, we celebrate not just how far we've come, but also how much further we can go. Africa is the youngest continent in the world. More than 60% of our people are under 25, and in Nigeria, half of all citizens are under 18. This is not just statistics, it is a force. However, many of these young people face limited opportunities for employment or expression. New media offers a bridge, and it also allows a young person in Lagos, Nairobi, Accra to create content, launch a podcast, build an online business, or organize a civic change, reaching global audiences with nothing more than a smartphone and internet connection. We have witnessed firsthand the transformative power of new media in driving impactful causes and projecting a positive image of our continent. A recent example in Nigerian culinary experts in the Basi, who showcased our national pride, jollof rice, on a global stage. Through a Guinness World Record feat of cooking the world's largest pot of jollof rice, she not only set a historic milestone, but also generated over 5 billion impressions, amplifying Nigeria's cultural heritage to a worldwide audience. But let us be clear, disruption also exposes the cracks in our ecosystem. Many creators and journalists still struggle to earn a living. Internet costs remain some of the highest in the world. Policy uncertainty and weak protections leave innovators vulnerable. Misinformation, online harassment, and censorship threaten the freedom that new media was built to enable. So, how do we shape the next decade? We must act on solutions, access infrastructure, affordable and reliable broadband for all, not just in cities but also in rural communities. Skills and training, digital literacy, ethical journalism, storytelling, technology education that prepare young Africans for new opportunities. The creator economy is booming, but it's not just one piece of the puzzle. New media is also reshaping education, healthcare, governance, and commerce. Imagine AI tools that preserve African languages, immersive platforms that connect diasporas to their roots, or blockchain systems that protect the integrity of journalism. These are not just dreams of tomorrow, they are possibilities within our reach today if we choose to invest. Nigeria stands at the heart of this transformation, from Nollywood to Afrobeat, from social media influence to civic tech. Nigerian voices are already leading global conversations. However, the question before us is not just how to lead in culture, but also how to lead in shaping systems, policies, and ecosystems that enable every African voice to thrive. So, as we celebrate this decade of disruption, let us commit to the next decade of building. Building an African where young people no longer have to migrate for opportunities because opportunities are here. Building an ecosystem where media is not just profitable but purposeful. Building a future where disruption does not just divide but unites, does not silence but amplifies, does not exploit but empowers. So this is our moment. Let us seize it, not just as consumers of media, but as its architect, its protector, and also the visionaries. Together, let us shape Africa's future together. Thank you very much.
I'm here to speak about a decade of disrupting new media. I want to again observe new protocols, the various speakers. I see a lot of speakers, I see a lot of content creators, I see a lot of young people, I see a lot of students, and it reminds me about the responsibility of today, of the now, of where we are coming from and where we are going to. And look, over the last decade, we have witnessed a profound transformation What began as an alternative voice has now become a primary driver of conversations, of narrative shaping, and even policy direction. Today, social media is not just a tool, it has become a modern public square, a living marketplace of ideas where narratives are shaped, challenged, and reshaped in real time. For me, my journey has been personal. Having been at the forefront of digital media, content creation, and storytelling in Nigeria, I have seen firsthand how platforms that once seemed experimental now hold the power to influence elections, governance, and cultural shifts. We have seen a situation where digital advocacy, to creative storytelling, it has been a journey of constant adaptation, innovation, and deepening understanding of human behavior in the digital age. But let's be clear, disrupting in media is not about technology, it's about storytelling. Technology provides the tools, but it's the stories that truly connect. In this noisy digital world where attention is scarce, the ability to craft compelling, authentic narratives is what cuts through the noise. It what drives impact, whether for individuals, for brands, or for governments. Reflecting on the past decades, a few lessons stand out. Speed. The ability to respond in real time is no longer optional, it's essential. With information spreading faster than ever, credibility has become the most valuable currency online. Influence now belongs to communities, not just audiences. Media today is a one-way, it's no longer a one-way broadcast, but a two-way conversation. And for the young people who are here, I would like to state categorically that in the space of 15 years, Nigeria has gone from being in the backwaters of social media community, global social media community, to being a major driver. And in these 15 years, a lot of mistakes have been made. A lot of us did not even know that our opinions that we shared innocently at that time would one day become something that would define or almost define who we are. So I appeal to you in the spirit of this decade-long of disrupting new media, that using myself as an example, my current boss today is somebody who I once, because of the misinformation that was rampant at the time when social media came through, got a lot of wrong information about how.
So it's quite crazy. And I think it's a powerful reminder of just how the content format and some of the other shows that you guys have created at Multiture has shaped how we consume media now. Yeah, so my next question then is to you, Mr. Olufu. You've also been an actor of broadcast media. You've seen the streaming platforms, whether it's Showmax, whether it's Netflix, Prime Video, how they've transformed the way that you've been able to navigate this competition.
BBC Communication Alliance, obviously we do. We have our own digital platform, we have our Instagram pages, we have our YouTube pages, we have our X handle, Facebook, everywhere. So it's basically what you okay. It's basically recreating what you have created on the linear platform on the digital pages. Let me leave it at that. So we have seen it not as competition, but as the new direction to go. So we're more collaborators than competitors.
Done this wonderful thing with YouTube, where whether you're in the US, you're trying to learn how to cook like whatever, right? Your channel is the go-to channel. How would you say, from your point of view, how has that helped?
It's out there for everybody. You can tell your own stories. You can be represented. I remember the first time I was trying to get a job in media, and I applied for so many jobs like TV stations, magazines. Those were the traditional media routes. But a platform like YouTube, you just take ownership of that. You don't need there's no gatekeeping, so to speak. You just need your phone. You don't even need a camera. You just need your phone and you just need to talk, or you just need to create the content that you want to create. You don't need permission. You create your content. You are empowered. You are able to make income from this content that you have created, and you are able to make good income as well. You are also able to build a community, have followership, people that support you, support your dreams, and it just sees a scenario where an individual is the media. Like, we have so many people now creating content. Just one person's voice can disrupt the whole of Nigeria now. So I think it's just a very powerful platform. All the other platforms are powerful as well, and including YouTube. But YouTube is the one I leveraged the most, and it has brought a lot of success. And I just feel like that's what it has done for us and giving us opportunities.
That's very insightful. I heard you talk about access, and I think it takes me then to Dr. Lakin Bofadilo. MTN Nigeria has been very central to expanding digital access across the country. What have been the key milestones and challenges in scaling affordable internet connectivity for what Nigerian creators and consumers? I think I was reading something online the other day that the Minister of Dr. Bosun Tijani was talking about how the internet penetration, it's growing, but it's still below 50%, right? What do you think from like the MTN and telecommunications point of view? How have you guys been able to scale affordable internet connectivity for Nigerian creators and the people who consume their content?
But in Nigeria, you have to think of power. You have to think of many other things. I heard to see what she just said, and that's beautiful. So the entirety of disruption, new media disruption, and all of that, I think it rides on telecommunication. So we have convergence today. TVC can be on YouTube. People, I know many of the morning programs on the TV platform, or morning programs on TV, actually, many people watch them on YouTube. So you see that convergence, but all of that rides on connectivity. So like MTN says something, it's a guided philosophy for us that everyone deserves the benefit of a modern connected life, which means that everyone should have access to internet, which is really about digital inclusion. The interesting thing is that with digital inclusion comes
Congratulations. We also have an award here for Kiekie, who is a digital content creator. Congratulations as well. And then we'll take pictures with all the honorees and we move on to the second panel. So if you don't forget to use the hashtag NMC2025, hashtag NMC10. And
Welcome. Let's put our hands together for the panelists. And a few guidance. And we're going to questions from the audience. So I'm going to start with Mr. Malik. You are an AI artist. And do you think AI has taken over and we're just at its mercy?
Good morning, it's me here. When they call me an AI
arts and Lagos State Tourism, Arts and Culture, and Lagos Cultural Mission. Also, special thanks to our sponsors and supporters for this wonderful event. Congratulations to our honorees. Are we done with the
everybody is collaborating and migrating. So, first and foremost, contrary to what most people think, traditional TV is not going to die for another couple of decades because we assume that Lagos is Nigeria. Lagos is not Nigeria. There are still a lot of people that do not use the internet. The social media, the percentage of people using social media is not up to 40% of the total population of Nigeria. Therefore, you still have a larger number of people using traditional TV as opposed to those using social media. So the future is this. Everybody will evolve. Traditional TV is also on the new age or the new media, new media platforms, which is a digital platform. So there's a very, very safe, it's just a slow transition, but we've already made the transition. You can watch TVC on your phone going home, coming out, driving on the exercise treadmill, you can follow it. All the traditional media platforms, even the newspapers, have moved to the digital space. So the future is safe because everybody has made that transition already. Okay, well, so it's the digital first mantra. Digital first means that you do not have to wait for it to get on traditional media before it's put out there. There's what everybody calls a web desk or a digital team. And the digital team, their job is to make sure that the same way the traditional media team are trying to get it on TV quickly, they are trying to get it out on the social media platforms as quickly as possible. So with the digital first mantra, you have everything going as quickly as possible to social media.
So we need more of those platforms that provision and train new creatives and put them out in the pipeline for the future.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
My final words will be for the creators, and it's just like an encouraging word for them to keep creating and be able to leverage communities, focus on building communities and leverage them so that whatever platform that comes, you are not like stuck on the platform. You carry your community from one platform to the other and you are able to empower yourself economically.
I don't think it's taking over anything. It's just a new pipeline for creativity. The way technology grows, it's the same way we have AI as a tool for us today. So we need to think about how we utilize this technology not to replace anything, but to enhance what we already do, with traditional workloads and all of that. Moving on to Mr. Yomi, you're a communication expert. It almost feels like AI has replaced what you do in a way. Do you agree with that? And what skills should communication professionals have to stay relevant in today's world?
So, what's the key to sustaining audience loyalty for over a decade?
I think the key to sustaining audience loyalty is to be authentic so that your audience, they can relate with you, and to be creative so that they don't get bored and leave. So those are the two things I'll say.
What was one lesson about content creation you wish you knew when you started?
I wish I knew how powerful it would become. When I started, it was a hobby and I didn't really take it seriously. If I knew it would get to this extent, I would have been more professional with it or taking it more seriously, which I am doing now. Yeah.
How do you see creators like yourself shaping mainstream media conversation in the future?
Creators like myself, we upload things that are personal to us, that have meaning to us, and when we have conversations about this, other people can join in the conversation, and we can drive change, maybe depending on what we're talking about. Yeah.
What do you have to say concerning the conference today? How do you feel, and how do you think it will, and it has been helping the media space?
I am first of all, I have to say I'm proud of Tosin Olorisupergal for organizing such an event like this, and I love that I came because the conversations that we had about how to use social media for good,
basically. I like that that was highlighted, and I feel like that's one of the key takeaways we should have from today.
Okay, my name is Olukunle Folarin, and I'm the Director of Programs at New Media at TVC Communications.
My name is Ify, popularly known as Ify's Kitchen. I'm a food storyteller. I share video content on social media, all social media platforms. I'm a chef and a lawyer. I am a lawyer as well. Yeah, so that's.
Alright, so what are you taking away from this conference?
Oh, what I'm taking away from this conference is the fact that new media, social media, has come to stay. It is, disrupting the old ways of doing things. It is shaping culture, and it's giving people platform to showcase their culture, showcase their personality, showcase their talent, and it's going a long way in creating new culture and basically shaping it.
The new media is a curse or a blessing, considering the fact that some people are abusing it.
Honestly, I think it's a double-edged sword. It can be both a blessing and a curse. It depends on how it is used and the way you perceive it. We stay here and then we see fake news passing around which could harm people potentially. In that way, it's a curse. We also see the way in which it showcases new people who ordinarily would not have had a platform to showcase themselves. We see these things. We see these things. So it can be a blessing and a curse.
I think wearables and dashcam. I think that unintentional content, like catching things when they happen without expecting them, I feel like that would shape how, I guess, how Africa is perceived in terms of intentionality. So unlike when you're going out and you set the stage for what your content is going to look like, you already pre-plan it. Now you're going to be telling authentic stories because these things were going to happen anyway. You were just there to capture it with your dash cam or your wearable. That's the glasses with the cameras. I think that gadget is going to change the way that stories are being told, and it's already doing that.
I mean, the conversation is very enlightening. Even I, as a professional, I still had a lot to learn, especially from our keynote speaker. So yeah, it's a good thing I was here.
How would you describe the disruption that have happened in the last 10 years, especially in the social media space?
Explosive. In one word, explosive. I think Nigeria has a lot of talented people and people who are very resourceful and they persevere. So in the last 10 years, we've seen a paradigm shift in how content has been created and how the digital space has been taken up, especially by Nigerians. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, in content creation, let me say what did you do differently to get to this spotlight?
What I do differently, I think the kind of stories I tell are very different from what you see out there. I also was very intentional about the kind of brand I was trying to build from jump. I wanted to become an influencer, and not just any influencer, a premium brand influencer. And every step I took, every choice I made, every story I told, every picture I took, every party I found myself in, every event I attended was very intentional in building that brand.
So what influences your story, every content you create?
So before, it was things that I liked. Sci-fi movies, action films, but now I've had to retailer my content to the Nigerian space, what Nigerians are interested in seeing. And we all know that Nigerians love romance, they like love. So we have to, make content that Nigerians can relate to. That's what I've done.
So what are you going to tell upcoming creators?
Upcoming creators, the creator space seems like it's saturated. But if you know what you're doing, you have value to offer, and you're consistent with it, you will definitely find your space in this industry.
So what about the people that want visibility?
Visibility doesn't happen overnight. You need to be consistently doing something. Then one day, someone will find you, or you have the right platform, or luck might just shine on you. But you need to be working regardless of when you're not getting visibility, because it will come one day. But when it comes, you need to be very, very prepared.